his bottle at the bottom of the Bosphorus. In Alethea's eyes, this story proves once again that wishing is a bad idea. She thinks she could give Jinn to another person more open to the idea, but Jinn refuses to get back in the bottle. Next, Alethea makes 3 quick wishes, but they're silly things, like wishing for a sip of her tea. Therefore they don't work, since the wishes need to be a heart's desire. An argument ensues where Jinn calls Alethea a coward, and in return, Alethea begins wondering if she should wish they never met. This causes Jinn to cry out, begging her to stop as his bottle breaks and a sudden force makes the electronics malfunction for a few seconds. Alethea guesses this has happened before, and Jinn proceeds to tell the third and final story. Zephyr was a foundling, married at 12 to a wealthy merchant much older than her. This merchant had 2 older wives that dislikes fire, and she felt that everyone in the house, including the servants, was always mocking her. The bottle came to her as a gift from her husband, who saw it fall from a fish the cook was opening. After she was done satisfying him as thanks, Zephyr managed to open the bottle. Jinn quickly noticed how bright she was and shared his story with her, prompting her to share in return all the things she had built in her free time. Unfortunately, nobody took her seriously because she was a woman, and that judgment made her feel like a witch with unused power. Her first wish was to ask for as much knowledge as possible, and Jinn was glad to grant it by offering Zephyr piles and piles of books. To hide these books from her husband, they put them inside magic bottles. Jinn spent all his time with her, teaching her all kinds of sciences and languages, and they eventually fell in love. The more she flourished, the less shy Zephyr became, and she began reveling against her husband. Unfortunately, his cravings for her were an obsession, so when Zephyr had to give herself to her husband, Jinn would leave the room and roam the skies to gather new stories he'd tell Zephyr when he came back. Her second wish came when she was unable to finish an ancient mathematical question, thus she asked to perceive the world as genes do. This allowed her to see all the solutions she needed. It also got her pregnant with Jinn's baby. He was incredibly happy with her and didn't want to leave for the realm of Jinn anymore, so he stopped Zephyr from making the third wish. This angered Zephyr, who then thought Jinn was trapping her as her husband did. Whenever a new argument began,